My friend Teresa came back on holiday, and she brought me some treats all the way from Texas in the United States. Isn't she awesome? I cannot thank her enough. It's not just for the orchids, which of course please me very much. It is the fact that she thought of me and took the trouble to bring them over on such a long journey. But let me show you the goodies I got as far as orchids are concerned, because there's more in another video. The first time I heard of bag babies was last year when Rick L. mentioned them, but I still had no idea what they were like. But now I know. These are the bag babies I got from Teresa. 2 are in the Cattleya Alliance, the other 2 are Vandas. Let's open them up. Oh, this is quite interesting. Look, they have the instructions to pot for newbies, both in English and Spanish. Interesting. And they are very well conditioned. They have this wire to hold them in place and straight up. And then they are in these net bags which permit aeration. Well, I'm tempted to grab the scissors and cut them off, but I won't do it. These bags are wonderful to keep bulbs during the winter, and that's what I will use them for. Very well wrapped. Let's speed it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm spotting some little issue here. It looks like the new growth. There's a new growth, and it grew through the hole on the net. And I have to be careful to remove it without hurting the new growth. It's quite tight. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I'm afraid that the new growth grew with the net inside. It is in the net, is in the thread of the net is embedded in the new growth, in the flesh. I hope I won't break it. Well, do you see? It's impossible to take the part of the net, the threads of the net out. They are embedded. But I guess the new growth will survive. And let's proceed with the next orchid. The species unwrapped so far were Cattleya types, and this one now is a Vanda. And it is the first one I see with signs of dehydration. Can you see the leaves wrinkled? I'm sure it will rehydrate in no time. These roots, they look dried, but I'm sure they will plump as soon as they get into water. Now let's go and see what's inside the other pots and clean up the roots and sheets. This one seems to be all right. This one also good set of roots. I noticed that these babies have a date on the tags going back to 1 year ago. I wonder what it stands for. I don't believe they've been back for 1 whole year, are they? This one seems okay so far, but she's splitting. In fact, there are 3 plants here. There is one, and there's number 2. And number 3, 3 different plants. And before I pot them, I decided to leave them overnight to hydrate in a bit of water, which has in it 30% Epsom salts and 70% of calcium nitrate. And to finish with, I'll show you how I have arranged these orchids. The vivacious ones, they were put into baskets, and I will have to make sure to water them at least twice a day during this time of the year, as the weather is still a bit warm. This was the one that was kind of dehydrated when it came, but the wrinkling on the leaves has completely disappeared, so she's okay, she's doing fine. And so is the Ascosenda. And on this side I have the Cattleya types. Let me show you how I have them. I want to introduce them to hydroponics. That's the way I want to cultivate them. The light is not very well here. Okay, I'm going to put them on the balcony so that we can see better. For instance, this one As you can see, for the time being, I just water the leca beets once a day. I want to give them the chance to have the wet dry cycle. Anyway, the roots, although the leca seems dry, the roots seem wet, and the plant looks fine. Let's pick up another one here. This is the one that was split into 3 portions, and same thing, the roots look okay. I don't want to keep them too wet, so the leca is not as dry as in the other pot, but still humid, and we will see if they get used to this system, which is the easiest one for me. And these ones are the similar ones. They are slightly differently put. They have a bit of water on this cup. I just did this because I have only these 2 baskets. Otherwise, I would have done the same with the other ones. But I just have these 2 ones left at the moment, not in use. But there is already a new root there. See? Isn't this great? And same goes there. So I think they are doing okay. Well, I hope I can raise them. I hope I can raise them well, and I'll keep you updated. This is all for today, and I'll see you soon. Very soon. Bye.